Hey, Snackers, Kareem Iskander here.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt DiNapoli, and we're here on Snack Minute on episode 126, and we're talking to Jesus, who is going to cover NSO Playground with us today. Jesus, if you don't mind introducing yourself, and then we'll jump right into it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jesus Illescas, Developer Advocate with DevNet. I work with iOS XR, NSO, and Crosswork.
So tell us a little bit about this NSO Playground. I'll be honest with you, this is the first I've heard of it, so I'm kind of pumped to see what you're talking about here.
Let me start by telling you a funny story. Matt was my
Sure.
manager, and when he hired me, he asked me, Jesus, do you know NSO? And of course, I answered, yes, Matt, I know NSO, but behind the scenes, I had to study a lot NSO. And something that I realized, when you have a question of NSO and a lot of networking technologies, usually you ask for a question, somebody give you an example, then you have to, understand the example, modify it, and then play with it so you can have your answer. And that's a bit too much work. And sometimes, I don't know, if you don't have the right environment, the example doesn't work, and then you have more questions. And something that I also like is web development. And in web development, usually you have a lot of sandboxes where you can just ask for an example. Somebody will give you an example how something works. You can go, you can see it, you can play with it, and you can learn from it. And I realize on the networking world, we're missing that. It's difficult just to start because we need the whole devices. And the nice thing with NSO is that NSO already has all of this. We only need the environment. And that's how I got the idea of NSO Playground. So what is NSO Playground? The playground basically is a web environment where you can go, you can test with NSO, you can experiment with NSO, and the best thing is that you can share examples with everybody. They can go and see your examples and see from them.
So, Jesus, it sounds a little bit like an app store. Am I getting this correct?
So Karim, that's an excellent question, and I believe the best way is just to go with an example. On Code Exchange, as you can see on the right side, I have a button called Running Cloud ID. So if I click on it, this will start a new environment. And inside this environment, we will have a graphical interface very similar to VS Code, in which we can start working. For example, we can see it's coming. And for example, in this case, what we can start looking at is that we have the workspace, and in the workspace, we have some directory structure where we can work with the developer user. As you can see right away, we have the repository we were working on, in this case, the guidelines for the NSO Playground. And what I want to show you is the example that I have. So let me scroll down very quickly, and let me show you an example. If you need an example, we have an example for you. And the first thing we will do is to prepare NSO. So for example, in this case, we can just copy paste, and this will start creating the NetSync devices. Now let's start NetSync actually. Let's go back to the terminal. Okay, NetSync is starting in this case. And finally, we can start NSO with the NCS command. Now, behind the scenes, we are starting NSO. We are adding, as you can see, 2 devices with a net for CLI based on iOS. And boom, NSO is ready. I don't know if you noticed, but you didn't have to download NSO, and you didn't have to take care of the directory where you are using NSO. You can just go directly and start using it. You can go directly and start testing. For example, I don't know, we can just check
so
the status.
this basically creates essentially literally a playground, a sandbox instance of NSO for you locally, so you can start writing your NSO scripts against whatever you need to do. That's essentially what we're doing here.
Yeah, that's perfect. You said better than I can.
So there's 2 options to this too. That's the cool thing. Jesus is showing us the supported online hosted option, but the instructions for that also I could see was a local install if you wanted to run this locally. So two separate paths that we can do this same exact thing, which is really nice to give that option.
Yeah, that's a good point, Matt, because actually you can install NSO in two ways. Local install and local install, for example, NSO is contained here. Just one directory, you have everything. But that's not how you deploy to production, right? This is more for development. We also have the playground for the system install, where you are actually dealing with NSO on a container environment where you have the whole the Linux file system. So you can play around, you can see, okay, if how NSO is installed on a system install, which directories are involved, you can go to that container, you can play around, and you can do whatever you want. Now, let me show you something that I also like from the playground. For example, you may know that NSO has a graphical interface, right? We can use it as well on the playground. Let me scroll down a bit
Nice.
more. And for example, what I want to show you is how you can get the graphical interface. Well, basically, we had an environment variable expose. So if I do an echo, I can see I can get an URL. And basically, if I use a command key plus click, yes, I want to open this link. And we have the GUI. So let me just make it bigger so it is easy to see. And if I enter with admin, which are the default credentials, we are inside NSO
Classic.
and we can use it. Yeah. So if you don't want to go with the CLI, you have the GUI interface, you can test it, you can play around. And if you allow me, I want to show you something else that I consider is really, really cool. So let me go to the playground. And if you go and see on the left side, we have an extension for NSO, NSO Explorer. I don't know if you know that there is an extension for VS Code. So
I
basically,
didn't
if
know
I
that.
click on
This is
it,
awesome.
it will, yeah, it is. It is. And for example, we have the CDB here and we have all the structure. And for example, I don't know, let's see the devices, for example, in this case, and we have an action, check sync. If I click on this part of the get element, I can get the XPath. And what is useful to get
Oh,
the
wow.
XPath? Well, if I'm automating with netconf or resconf, I can use the XPath to trigger that action remotely. Isn't that awesome?
This is pretty cool. So I have a question for you guys. Now, I know I'm no NSO expert, but what was the process to get NSO and get NSO installed prior to this? Like if I wanted to access NSO, I know we had a bunch of DevNet sandboxes around that you can go reserve for NSO, right? And now we're one of some of the top popular sandboxes. With this, is it easier, or what was literally what was the process prior to that?
Well, behind the scenes, we are using the NSO official container. I don't know if you're aware, but the NSO BU is releasing an official container for NSO, and that's what we are using behind the scenes, and we are just putting some dependencies. So that's a pretty good question because what you are using on the playground is pretty similar to what you have from the NSO container from the BU. We are just adding some stuff to make it work here and some dependencies for examples, but you are going to test something that is going to be very similar to what you get.
So, Kareem, this gives us the ability to expand the scale of people that can learn NSO at the same time. Where we had the sandboxes, we were limited to reservations, and we can only have that install right there because of the advent of the NSO focus container. We can now put it in the learning environment directly. We can add layers of lessons on top of it because now we don't have to worry about the install process. We don't have to worry about getting any of the things that get you started. They've solved in the playground, and so that part is super cool. And I mean, in the future, it may make the sandbox for NSO obsolete, but for the time being, we'll keep them both going.
This is awesome. Like the use case for this is really powerful. Like imagine I'm trying to build something on my side without having a sandbox access. I could actually combine the NSO install playground on my local setup, bring in CML on my local setup, and I have a full development environment that I can test out my network end to end essentially with NSO and CML. That's just pretty powerful.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and let me comment something very important, that you are looking at a guide, right? We prepare a Quickstart guide for everybody just to go and see how it works. It has all the details, consideration that you need to develop here. But the important thing is that everybody can come and everybody can create their own examples and share their examples. That's the whole point that I wanted to share with everybody.
Jesus, for our snackers today, when they're watching this episode, if I want to go get that NSO container to run locally, do I have access to it, or do I have to just use it off of the code exchange today?
If you want to run the NSO, the official NSO container, you need to go to software.cisco.com and look for Network Services Orchestrator and download the official container that you can get from there.
Well, Jesus, unfortunately, that's all the time we have. Mind blown, by the way. This is amazing. But before we let you go, we always ask our first timers this very special question. What superpower would you choose to have and why?
That's a difficult question. I hope you had asked me that question when you were interviewing me for the position, but now I will say time travel. Time travel, I would say.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
I'm
one. Curious about how people discover fire, how people were living in the ancient cultures. I'm always curious about that, and I mean, it's not possible to know because we don't have a lot of evidence, right? So I wonder always.
Just for a short time, because they didn't have indoor plumbing. Jesus, thank you so much for that. That's unfortunately all the time we have. Snackers, catch us next week, where I believe we're going to be talking about NSO again.
Thank you, Snackers.